more time. As long as it's spent on the right things.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Austin, what was your progress this year? I mean, we only saw like bits of it, but did you make the progress that you expected physically on the court? I mean, was that from kind of when you arrived last summer?
Absolutely. I would say the biggest strides I made we're in the weight room with Coach Sanderson, just in terms of my strength and my coordination, because that's probably the biggest area that I need to improve, and that's the reason why I'm not able to perform on the court as well as I used to, is because of the coordination and things like that. And so I would say that I've made more improvements than I even imagined before coming here in that area.
You expect that it's still a continued upward trend in terms of physically and in terms of your improvement and stuff, right?
Absolutely. Well, as Coach said, I'll still be able to practice with the team in whatever capacity my studies allow me to, and that's where a lot of the improvement was in practice, putting the time in, playing with guys, the Karis LeVerts and Derek Waltons, although they're injured at this time, playing against my teammates like that really had a great impact on me.
Have you had a chance to talk with any of those teammates since this decision has been made, and how they've been?
Oh yeah, they've all been very supportive, very understanding. I'll tell you this, my teammates, I couldn't have imagined they would have handled this situation any better, or at least accepted me changing my role on the team any better. And they've all been very, very supportive of me in whatever capacity I can contribute to the team. They all appreciate it.
John, I know it's a delicate thing, but where, if at all, did the idea of having a usable athletic scholarship kind of play in this?
I think we went through time when I saw him the first part of the summer, and then as the year went on, we were looking for progress. We were looking for some things, and while he did make progress from where he was, once we got to that point where we were getting academic reports, and I was seeing him every day, I said, something's got to give here, because this is he's standing around most of every practice, watching film sessions for 45 minutes. And so it began to dawn maybe in January, February, that we really had to look at this. I think it was really important for him to get his goal to get back on the floor again and be a Michigan uniform, got him to this point. Now I think we had to be realistic. What gets him to the next point of being a doctor, being a lawyer, having a successful education? So we had to sort of reshift the goals, and that's when we sort of talked about it. And I was his sense of relief and his sense of excitement about moving forward was really a key part of this thing. And if the medical scholarship had not been approved, there would be no change. I mean, he'd still be doing what we did this past year. But the Big Ten and the university are good enough to okay all of it, and that's good.
John, you're still recruiting, obviously, for the 2015 calendar. Did you do that with the understanding that you expected this to happen, or were you just doing that in case this happened?
Like I said, I think I told you guys at the bank, we had a lot of wheels spinning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's been 6 or 7 spinning. 2 of them were this appeal, and then this waiver, and obviously Karis coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So we had no idea. So you just learned a long time ago that you just got to prepare for everything. And so we tried to, we looked at this scenario, other scenarios. So 2 plates no longer are spinning. There's still several out there.
Anybody have anything else?
Not sure how this would work. If in the future, whether it's next year or in the following years, the last athletic scholarship were to open back up, whether you didn't get an incoming recruit this year, could Austin go back to that role, or is this a done deal?
I would consider everything. We have guys like Andrew Dockage, right, and Sean Lonergan that are paying $65,000 a year to go to school here. So there's a lot of things that would go to that, a decision like that. But I think you've known us enough that we're going to try and do the right thing. Everybody might not agree with it. You got the what's best for Austin, what's best for the Michigan basketball program, and that's a balance that we have to continue to respect. And we think this for both. It benefits Michigan and it benefits Austin dramatically. That he's really going to be able to reach some of those goals.
Austin, was there a point when this resonated with you? Did something happen in practice, or once you scored the point, you said, "Okay, I'm at peace a little bit"? I mean, was there something that said this is okay to go down this path?
I woun't say there was a certain moment that I just kind of thought, I've accomplished my goal, I'm here, so now I can just kind of give up, if you will. And not that this medical scholarship is signifying that by any means. But I think, I'm still going to try just to get better. I'm going to continue. I still have goals. I want to be the best I can be. Not sure what that's going to mean down the road. Whether it be in the classroom or on the court, I'm just going to get as good and do the best I can all the time to get better, and we'll see where the road leads.
I don't know when we're going to get you again, Jackie. I'm going to take a couple questions that aren't related to this.
Is there anything else
Well, Austin?
that related to this at all?
One thing, the news is out there that Max was granted a release from his scholarship or from Michigan. Is that one of the wheels that's still spinning?
I
Or
think
is
that's
he officially-
what he's talking about here. Anything else about Austin? And then we can get back to that one. So he, like I said, he's going to go see his family, and he's going to come back, be in both summer schools and everything. Like I said, he's doing everything that our team will be doing here to the best that he can do it. It's going to really be a great opportunity for him. If any of you watched the video, I'll say it again, that when he came here and we were talking about the NBA and all these things and that possibilities for anybody, and he stopped me and said, "This is not about me going to the NBA. This is about me being a Michigan graduate." And this is a great opportunity for him to the young man when he was probably being rocked a lullaby was the Michigan fight song. And so this is a great opportunity for him now to get a Michigan degree, yet still stay. I can't tell you what an important part and inspiration he will be to this team going forward. That his locker is right there, and he'll be there all 4 years, and one day his nameplate will be up there as someone who wore that jersey, and he'll be involved in all the leadership positions and really be very helpful to this team going forward.
Austin, can you share a little bit about the insight between your relationship with Coach Beilein and how that's evolved this year especially, and kind of what, how interactive he is with you? Obviously, he's got a lot of other things going on.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Beilein and I have become very close, and just a great man. The fact of the matter is, and such a great man to have in my life, especially after all that I've lost and been through. It's very not that by no means, and Coach Beilein will attest to this. He doesn't. He's sort of like a father figure to me, and some of my teammates.
Sometimes I'm the hard line in this deal when it comes to some things, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We know that well, don't we, Coach?
Yeah, we do know that well.
And,
no, you can't go do that this weekend.
No.
We have a test coming up.
And he by no means is he filling in the place of my father, and by no means is he nor anyone else trying to fill the void of me losing my father. But he's just a great man to have in my life, and really, the fact of the matter is just he's obviously a great coach, and as I've said before, I think he's 10 times the man that he is a coach, and as we all know well, he's obviously a great coach, and so it's really a blessing for me to be in this position at Michigan, and I don't think, from the perspective of my father, I know for a fact that there's nowhere on earth that my father would rather me be than the University of Michigan play for a coach like Coach Beilein.
And John,